But it's not the most God-fearing place. It's a bit relativistic, and they won't be having a dinner like this probably every night. And so to us, that proves something. It proved that the film has the power to reach beyond ideologies and reach the people. And by God's good grace, we're going to be in theaters starting October 26th. They're going to give us, thank you. We're going to be nationwide in 31 cities, and they're going to give us the pick of a few cities where we can really go out broad. And Texas does everything big. We picked California and Texas to be the two cities where we had the most. Now, California, it's because we're there and whatnot, but I got to tell you, we're very lost in California. I don't think we have a lieutenant governor like the lieutenant governor we just heard speak in California, do we? I don't think we have a governor like Governor Rick Perry in California. So Texas to us, you guys are it. And I don't mind getting up here and begging you, even if you haven't seen the film, go support it when it opens up. Because if we succeed in Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, and Austin, if we, on that first weekend, if we storm the box offices and just have lines around the corner for Bella, what that's going to do is going to show to the exhibitors that this film can be profitable, and therefore it's going to give us national distribution, and it's going to reach not the people that are in this room, but the people that really need to see the film, that hopefully can be impacted in ways that Eduardo's going to tell you about, which we've seen so far. And it affects directly with everything that you're doing here. You guys are our heroes. You're the ones on the front lines, in the trenches, at the crisis pregnancy centers, in the courthouses, in the government. That's fantastic. It's necessary. We're trying to fight the battle upstream. We're trying to be a little air support and hit the people's hearts and minds so that you don't have to do what you have to do anymore. My goal is that Texas Right to Life ceases to exist because it isn't necessary anymore. And the inspiration for that, in so many ways, was a man who I met at church. And I walked up to him and I thought, well, first in LA, I don't know if you've ever been to a mass during a weekday in LA. It's pretty empty, right? Or it's just kind of the gray hairs kind of cramming for the final exam sort of thing. It's no offense but there's no young guys. And this guy walks in, and I'm like, what are you doing? And a very telling thing happened. On the way out, there's a big statue of our Lord and his heart protruding, the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And Eduardo had his hand on the heart of Jesus and his head down like this in prayer, and he was holding on. And I saw him do that on a couple of occasions, so much that I thought, what incredible faith. Either this man has just deep faith, or there's something wrong, or a little bit of both, and it turns out it was a little bit of both. He's the Brad Pitt of Latin America. Guy can't walk the streets in Mexico. He was part of a boy band that's kind of like NSYNC, would sell out soccer stadiums. Then he did soap operas, which were the highest, like American Idol level ratings every day for 9 months. Every teen girl to every grandmother in Latin America knows this guy. The housekeeping staff and the people were freaking out because he was here, right? You know who you are, girls. He'll talk to you later. He crossed over and did this film without speaking English. He did this film in the U.S., and it was during the making of that film that he'll tell you the story. Not only did his heart change, but he promised from here on out, I will never, ever, ever make another film or do another project. Even if it means I live in my car, even if it means if I'm cooking burritos in some kitchen, I will never make a film that's going to offend my family, my culture, but more than anything, my God. And he's been true to that word. He's been a martyr for his faith. Within a month of meeting this man, I became his agent, his attorney, his producer, his everything. We fired his staff of 15 people, and it was real easy for me to be his manager. All I did was say no to everything that came his way, because in one way or another, it offended him, it offended the Lord, and we said, forget it. And that's how Bella happened, was because of this man's faith, who I'm about to introduce to you. So if anything, this world needs role models. And by God's good grace, here's one that I'm proud to call one of my best friends, Eduardo Verástegui. God bless you.